I would have words with you.
Your mind.
The gods. She can already feel her scheming fail. And I made a mindless... I always knew what my future held. That...
Let's bring Karlak.
Copper for your thoughts. Soldier. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlak.
The world's my funhouse. Me too, soldier. God.
Let's bring Minthara.
It seems this individual doesn't think your offer appears.
Minty, can you not right now? Here, would some Helldusk armor make you feel better? Here, just take that.
You wish to consult me? Good.
Alright, now give me all that back.
It's risky to enter Moonrise with an unwelcome. Be sure to keep them close, so you can speak on their stick.
Where am I needed?
Should you be interested with one... No?
I'd love to, thanks.
Should you be interested with one... No?
I hope this is important. For yours.
Should you be interested with one drop? No?
You'll need my expertise.
Fake trading with Mint to get approval. Attitude and approval are separate. I don't know if... I couldn't decide between fortunately and unfortunately there, but they're separate.
Agreed. I must confide in you.
Soldier.
Ah, come up. You wish to consult me? A mistake. When you...
Gale.
How can I help?
This vessel... This...
Brenna.
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot.
He said the
He got what he
thing!
needed from it. Are you sure?
Interesting, check that back. The appropriate number of attacks. The action point should have been visually consumed. Haste was spell less. Use a spell. Cantrip 1 dark arrow. So still have 1 attack. We saw that. Oh, okay. Cool. I could have attacked again.
It is...
I sought to reach a creche and be rid of these tadpoles. Now we stalk forgotten lands. I'm going...
You consider your options, knowing that should Lae'zel depart alone for the
to the creche. Indolence breeds madness.
Yeah, you can just tell her that you're going and then still not.
Offer with one drop. There we are.
Let's get going.
Should you be interested with one drop? There we are.
I'm not sure.
Should you be interested with one drop? There.
What's on your mind? I question. Oh,
I come to you, Gal Abiel.
Are you sure?
Encumbered by money.
If
Make
you
it work.
are sure.
I don't even know where my Lae'zel is. What happened?
There can be no respite.
Did she survive the Nautiloid?
This vessel is at thy disposal.
The path is set.
Can sell least expected. Overall's greatsword. Blood Hell Dusk helmet. Don't want to sell the longsword +2. That's semi-unique. Killed her, let her jump ship to the Nautiloid. She wasn't at the beach for me to revive her. She wasn't at the Tieflings for boss. Okay, that did happen to me one run. Yeah, she's just not in the game. I don't know what caused that. First spell consumed an action point. Second cantrip consumed pool 2 AP with follow-up attack, which is utilizing the initial pool second slot, so you had your third. One slot wide. Okay, yeah, I miscounted. Thank you for checking. Sell the rune powder to Mattis. I'm unsure what to do with the Flask Spectator. It's a little more volatile in Absolute Wrath cases.
We are each of us threads in her design.
Hear me.
Even those.
Ever at your service. An honor.
There's Nermisser.
I was a farrier in Desarin Valley. And the dreams came.
I don't really want to have to go through getting Nightsinger's favor again, but... Let's deal with Garangoth. Alright, put that on my bar. Just a reference, you can weave those sequences, or should how you want. If you have an action surge, you get attack, then weave. Weave for the second pool, unused weave slots carry over, assuming the pool is wide enough to inherit it. Okay, so they don't have to be taken as the actions are queued up. That's good info. Consume weave early. So weave your second pool, only allow an attack, and should commit that AP early. Gotcha. What'd she get? Greatborn Veil. Take damage, gain lighting charges. Alright.
Yes.
Still haven't found the other skeleton for undead encounters. Page said south of the toll house, but I didn't find anything south of the toll house. Maybe it's south of the toll house after Garangoth is dead? Suppose it could be. Distance spell. Style aspects, 2DR. Under 50 stuff. Dusk armor. Reliable talent. Neat. More strength. Bedded fumes. Alright. The spot isn't as safe as it normally is. Okay, the impact took away... See, that was a long fall, so we saw that I had it. What does it pre-say? Spellcast projectile fly spell. Then it says skipping projectile fly spell should not affect pools. Oh, before that. So it's projectile fly spell, and then spellcast throw. And then it references projectile fly spell again. There's throw after that? Yeah. Manually allowed throw spell, throw underscore throw. Skipped AP commit. It was fine. Unlock weave allowed. Debounce gate passed. Processing mod attack logic for Minthara. Attack logic triggered on Minthara. Processing throw. Throw is attack valid. Manually allowed throw spell. And then it says pool fully consumed and locked. Hey, Maniki, thank you so much for the 55 months. I appreciate it. It's starting to get real dark in here. Hang on 1 second. I can stand up. I'm not old. Ow. Okay, look at ancient. Throw had 2 different pre-IDs. Let's see. So looking at that turn, spellcast throw, and then looking at later in that turn,
She's on fire. There you go, Quag.
fly happened twice. I see 1 pre for throw, and I see 2 for fly. Ford Breaker plays nice at the Dryad staff. I think we both had our suspicions. It works on the tags? Nice. Hey, Manicky, thank you for the raid as well. How was your stream? We were having some cyberpunk discussion earlier, and I did think of you. But welcome in, Raiders. If you don't know me, I'm Quag. I do Baldur's Gate 3 challenge runs. Currently playtesting a Bladesinger overhaul mod with a bunch of difficulty mods on as well, solo honor mode, and it's very fun. Like fly procced after the throw again, yeah. So it was fly, throw, and then fly again for that turn. Doing an intelligence only cyberpunk playthrough, very nice. I was thinking about starting up a new run. I haven't done a run with Berserk in a while. I think I've only done 1 Berserk run post 2.0. Second fly didn't have a skipping. Yeah, no, it didn't. No, wait. I see it. It was 4 lines down, but skipping, mod attack, logic, projectile, fly spell should not affect pools. No idea. Want to try Berserk with throwing knives? Yeah. I don't think I've done Berserk yet either, now that you mentioned it. I used Berserk a lot more before 2.0 when it worked differently. Like, you could use more stuff during Berserk pre 2.0. It's very much like they really want you to melee with it now. Excuse me. Apologies. Oh hey, that's a noble inspo too. You take those? Swear we must have some sort of odd variation or versions of the game. So, like, I swear, people do have different just installations. Because, for example, for every single person I know, except for So Black, Tara's vendor inventory has been broken since patch 7. Everyone except for him. But for him it works. And, like, for me, my doors are slightly more fucked than anyone that I've seen. I don't know how this kind of thing even could happen.
Secured.
But there's definitely, like, hey, your game just acts different moments. Often enough that it's not what I'd call isolated.
At once.
That might be worth a look.
There's another sneeze trapped. I could feel it. Doesn't want to come out though. Literally been dipping into Madar Origin run to mimic yours. Can't get this throw bug to occur. Hey, if it only happens to me, that's okay. As long as it doesn't happen to anyone else, then I'll take it. Because I can play around it. Just makes me a little hesitant to throw things. Plus the Quag. Thanks, GG. Very loud. Apologies. Now Fizzibald's the only Thorn left. Battle Mage Gloves could be nice. But honestly, I think I'm preferring Bracers of Defense for a while. Likely changes in Act 3. I'm calling it until I try some more preemptive measures, much like that odd shield interaction. Rewatch skimming definitely seems to happen more frequently when you bonus action first.
Fresh orders.
I'm worried about a skeleton just showing up somewhere here. I wonder if maybe it shows up on the docks once the docks are clear. No? Okay. Maybe it's just not actually implemented right now or something.
If I must.
Okay with that. I don't need it. Oh yeah. XP check. 4.6. I have 4 inspo again. What I should do is I should long rest, Poisoner's Ring, Cloud Kill Fizzibald. Is there more map over here? No. Okay. The coordinates just... Patch 7 bug. I see. There's definitely not more map. Okay, so if I long rest here... What buffs do I have to reclaim? What if I just use... no, let's actually long rest. I'll have to go get Shield of Faith again. I'll have to... If I long rest, Elminster should show up. Which, yeah, I don't think I'm going to toss Elminster. I won't have Gale in Act 3. I like Gale. Sorry, wants to talk. It's a shame I'm tired.
I can still taste that vile drow in my throat.
It's forcing me.
Really? I thought I...
Didn't like that. He had the correct response.
Finally they stir. Come, Elman.
Oh, I don't have the milkers installed right now. Why are you looking at the ground?
Miffed he is too, finding himself forced to expose his
Are they okay?
pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid
Is this a wizard
spare
thing?
neither.
Should I also be looking
My
down?
own self to find you. She,
But why?
young night wife.
Okay,
some
they're
bread,
fixed now.
cheese, and a glass such I'm here on behalf. Not for it. She, Mr. is aware of them. They too. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale. You must find that.
Glad it's not just me.
Bring with to you. I commit into care, Gale.
Farewell.
You'll just boot me out of the camp? Okay. Alright, Nightsinger's favor. Then... Auntie's juices. Wizard sequel, we talk into our shoulders because socializing is stressful. Am I a wizard? I had no idea. Also, since patch 8, there's this thing where abilities of items you have equipped when you rest won't know they actually came back until you unequip the item and re-equip it. I suspect that's something that they implemented in their attempt to stop the free cast exploit, which they did not successfully stop. They just made using certain items feel bad when you long rest.
Like a whisper.
But game dev is hard. Or the panties got transferred to shovels? Yeah. Triumph, because it's just my favorite. haven't fought the spider either yet. Do that at some point. Yeah, let's get our HP. Then we'll go knock out Glump, then we'll get our AC. Yeah. You understand why bother with exploits? Single player game, after all. So exploits are more understandable in a multiplayer game? I don't understand the logic. A lot of people will always go to, it's a single player game. Yeah, that doesn't mean shit about anything. People are still looking to get enjoyment out of their time invested, whether it's single player or not. For some people, they derive some kind of enjoyment from doing anything and everything that you are quote-unquote not supposed to do. For some people, those things are just time-saving shortcuts while they're doing other things. It's an individual thing. But the it's a single-player game excuse has always been an excuse. It's a cop-out. It's a, I don't want to think about this beyond surface level. Even when you are on the same side of that particular exploit conversation as me, it's a cop-out. I'd encourage thinking of it on a deeper level. I think people argue that it's not competitive with that single-player argument. Not everyone's playing games to be competitive, though. Especially not everyone who, you know, is playing a game like... I don't understand. Nobody is claiming that it's competitive. Point why patch out exploit, people don't like them, just don't use it. Don't like, don't use is also stupid, H-Zombie. You're not understanding. So, here's the thing that is unified across every game that has ever existed. Whether it's single player, whether it's multiplayer, whether it's PvE, PvP, whether it's... It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a fucking board game. Balance needs to be in a place where people want to come back, or else they get bored and they never come back. This applies to literally every game that exists, from this to fucking Fortnite to chess. If the balance is in a bad place, people get bored, or people get frustrated, and they don't want to play. So, if there's some sort of hugely centralizing exploit that people will not stop talking about to the point where it is one of the primary things that people associate with the game, and it's something that's directly bypassing core game mechanics, it makes sense from a longevity perspective to patch an exploit. Now, I do not think that continually going after vendor exploits in every single patch was a good idea, because those resources could have been better spent on things like bug fixes. So, again, I agree with that part of it, but the idea that single-player games or non-competitive games don't need to have attention paid to balance, that's just naive. Because bored players stop playing games. Doesn't matter if it's online, offline, single player or not. Bored players don't come back. And bad balance makes games boring. Come bearing terrible news. The Summon Woodwood Magical Club does not play nice with Hordebreaker. I'm kind of glad. That club is cursed. It doesn't really need anything else, you know?
Attend to me.
Welcome back. I do enjoy a good bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking.
Really shouldn't still be spending money. No, we're about to go knock out Glump. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. heard half of what Quag said, I agree. Oh.
We'll be clearing it. No
Turned a
point in
one-handed
lingering
rat
now
back.
I've got the noble
Scale off
stock.
cast instead. Gross. Technically, you could do that with a weird mix of Wild Magic Barbarian and Warlock. You could get a one-handed rat bat scaling off Charisma. But it wouldn't happen with anything approaching consistency. Definitely want Divine Bone Shards. So we have Divine Strike.
That's that then.
At your command.
What's all this prep for? Oh, this vault. I am going to
Anything you want to
Poisoner's Ring.
for the shop.
This vault. How am I almost out of invis pots? I suppose. Oh no, I'm not. Why are those not combined stack wise? I was like, that really doesn't seem right. That's because it isn't.
I would have words with you.
We'll be no point in lingering now I've got the noble stock.
Take one of your finest worms. Okay. Because it's a good conversation, I do want to cycle back to it and give a few more examples. Balatro is a single-player roguelike. The only competitive aspect to it is there's a multiplayer mod that's actually quite fun, where you can turn it into PvP, and that's cool. But it is very much a single-player game. You're only competing against yourself. There's no leaderboards, nothing of the kind. The developer of the game is still spending a lot of time doing testing for an upcoming balance patch. A balance patch. Where exploits are being fixed, things are being buffed, things are being nerfed, things are being reworked. Purely single player game. No DLC season, no competitive anything. Now, why would they do that? Because bored players stop playing games.
That sign above. This must be a brewery or distillery.
Another example, over in the game I got my start streaming and theory crafting in Borderlands 3. There was an item that a lot of people like to say don't use about it, but the problem is that item existing and getting by proxy certain buffs when other things that needed buffs got them because of how the stat that fueled those things worked. It kept getting stronger. So because it was there, perception was so overwhelming in the direction of like, why use this other stuff when this is there and it does everything better? Easier to get, easier to use, easier to understand, and better. It became this issue of like, okay, this thing needs to get knocked down a peg. But then the people would come in, it's a single player game, it's PvE, it's not competitive. If you don't like it, don't use it. It's like, well, but this other stuff is never going to get put in a decent balance place because every time that gets buffed too. So you gotta stop that. And it never happened. So I know there's this gamer instinct of like, don't take anything away from me. Don't take my toy. But this is why I encourage looking at things on a deeper level, because it's not that simple. And It is an attempt to make sure that the thing you enjoy remains enjoyable for as many people as possible, which is how you get more of the thing you enjoy. Because if people start thinking an IP is synonymous with dog shit game design and terrible balance, there's going to be less demand for more content in that IP, whether it's new games, whether it's more updates for the existing games, whether it's, you know, anything. People aren't going to care, which means it's not going to get made, which means you get less of the thing you like.
If it is for the best.
Anyway, rant over. I owe Andy like 3 rants. So, if he's here, we'll count that as half of one.
I belong in darkness.
Counted? Hey, Andy.
Cunning. I can kill with a whisper. Velkin. I prefer to take lives. Hold lives. Hells and back.
Forgot to actually prep Cloud Kill. I use the scroll.
His brews turn to poison.
Oh, we got it.
A wise move.
Poison Vuln. For advantage. Purple Worm. More appropriate gear on. Let's go there. Last through as much of Act 3 as I could with the test save. Need to get back in there at a live run. I believe in you, you got it. I made some spaghettis that have urge to go non-verbal and kill some harmless NPCs, know what I'm saying? You enjoy your night, Dade. Oh, I never elixired. I'm very forgetful today. I guess I should blade swung so this guy doesn't hit me. He saved, but still took that much damage. Knock over my recycling. Come on, man. The game said he'd be affected. It lied to me. That's cool. This ball come back into the cloud kill. It'll be fun. That was really funny. The crits from these guys knock you prone. Guess. Oh, yeah, slam. Yeah, okay. It's funny, I took 4 damage from that. Yeah, another crit. Full HP here. Close to it. They're critting me a lot. Rolling a suspicious amount of 20s. This is why we say always crit immunity. Again? We'll just climax to heal. Oh, 62 cloud kill tick. I failed to save and throw against percent empty. Look at that. I shouldn't have used 2 cloud kill scrolls here, but fuck it. Where's this guy just chilling over there?
My victims await.
It is pretty neat that you can break your concentration on a cloud kill, and as long as the turn doesn't end, you can just re-cloud kill.
Your command.
This guy seems confused. Okay.
By my oath.
It's my last turn of Blade Song, I had to do it to him. Heal for 37 there is awesome. If I had periaptive wound closure... That'd be pretty funny, actually. Gonna have to try that. Gonna have to make a note. Actually, good healing. Yeah. That's all the thorns. I don't think I'm going to change much there. Might have to look at the healing charges gained to once per attack. The AoE scenarios are pretty wild. Yeah, I think once per attack is reasonable. Oh, failed perception there. We got the wrap at though, praise be. Yeah, like, that time where I got 8 healing charges off of 1 lightning arrow was, yeah. That of me somehow managing to get crit 4 times? 3 times? That went well.
Searching.
I want to go back to that room in the gauntlet. I shouldn't.
What's inside?
Let's set our sights on hitting level 10, not doing anything stupid. Yeah. Yeah. Still 4K off, though. I just say how much I love that you're testing out the balance of the mod while also working side by side with the mod creator, better improve the mod balance and out. So cool to watch. Hey, I'm just grateful that Grim was willing to let me test drive it. Like it was really, hey, you're a good modder. I'm gonna complain about Bladesinger in your presence. And then suddenly it was like, oh, actually I have something that's almost ready to play. Like, oh, okay. All credit goes to Grim on that one. Rather, he's Grim. Got it. That's it. That's the tagline. Felt decently reasonable. Harmonic didn't make crit immune substantially reduced. Yeah, definitely. Crits are still a big deal, and you are heavily rewarded for minimizing their likelihood. Making enemies roll with disadvantage. Yeah. I think I forgot to knock out Glomp while I was in Act 1. Hop over there.
At your bidding.
This guy's been in my piggy bank for a bit. I'm already 100% convinced, though, that Song of Defense needs changes. Just don't know if it's a number thing, want a bit more of a rework yet. My gut says rework. Mostly because of a couple... Well, you mentioned it synergized with Harmonic, and I think Harmonic on its own is already crazy. But if I'm remembering correctly what Rox tested, Song of Defense DR happens at the start of the calc, rather than at the end of the calc. So if you have DR at both ends of the calc from subclass features of one class, it gets, you're getting to rogue levels of tanky. Because Uncanny Dodge goes at the end after other DR over in Rogue Land. So you end up with resistance, reduction, and then what is functionally resistance again. The Song of Defense is like a variant of that. And I don't think that's necessary on top of Harmonic, based on how comfortable I'm feeling with this right now. Guess I'll buy more heals. Why not? Can I board a globe? Almost, not quite.
Veiled in shadow. What's yours is mine.
Thank you, sir.
If you insist.
This poor guy. I've given him 4 concussions and stolen like 20 grand worth of items. I guess I should do the house and portal defense now, huh? Most notably, I guess I should do that before level 10, huh? Definitely hugely spell cost fueled, but I don't like the way it all pieces together, and I think Harmonic plays way more engagingly. Yeah. I'm in favor of a rework. Now, I have no ideas there, but I'm in favor of a rework for that slot. Tempted to go Sleet Storm because with Absolute Wrath, time to kill could get long enough that Wall of Fire isn't the play. There's also a pretty solid argument for me using 5th level spell slot on getting a summon in. But I'll skip that for now. Now that I have money, go buy the Mighty Claw. Helping Dade's husband? Yeah. With the Mighty Cloth, I could be at 14 strength. Somewhat comfy. Are you prone immune with Mighty Cloth, or just immune to being moved? I think it's just immune to being moved.
Attend to me.
Prone to you?
If
Hey,
you're
yo.
all right by Jaheira, you're all right by me.
I do need to use Arc Vivisector more. It seems fun. I'm doing okay on bombs here. Oh, I do want Shade Clinger armor. Grab that next time I have money. Use more many targets. That'll do it. Biggest issue I feel is rework absolute best play. It sways some people more ways since the tabletop feature ported directly over, and definitely still want the subclass to actually be Bladesinger. Right. That's a pretty good point.
Best bargains right here.
Out of curiosity,
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies.
I'm looking up how it reads in 5e. Alright. Idea. What if, as a compromise, you swap out Song of Defense for Song of Victory?
Yes, until Jaheira gives me reason to think otherwise.
Someone can always go in and mod themselves if they're that bent out of shape about it. Yeah, agreed. Already having the mod for level 20 unlock.
But
Right, I see.
with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished.
Use shovel. Am I gonna use other summons? I should. I have a scroll. Yeah, we'll use other summons. I'll be thorough.
Premium trinkets and
Should really go get that Shadow Lantern, but we all know I'm not gonna. Realistically, some of these summons should be given Bloodlust. I should also get an enemy dead skeleton. I'm not gonna do either of those things. I'm just telling you that I'm aware that I should be.
By my oath. Forward.
Something's wrong. Anything you want to say?
There's also the argument for me doing this after the Marcus fight so that my summons have necrotic resistance. But, meh. That'd be smart. You don't always want to be smart. Got to get the wheelbarrow first. Fought the dragon yet? Yeah, I killed it. It was pretty straightforward. I put a wall of fire down and sniped it with Bussy while it was in it. It didn't move. It was very unwilling to move. I did spec Shield Master for it. I went to the Crush and pickpocketed one of the acid resistance elixirs for it as well. So I took a lot of precautions, but I shot it with oil of combustion, dragon slaying arrows while it was in a wall of fire. It was 500 XP. Didn't have any good loot, just had Icarus gloves. Which felt a little insulting. But it was 500 XP. Oh, it's missing an object. I like doing this with only the stuff in the immediate area. Now with the potential for the enemies getting more harmful shit they can do, this likely isn't enough. Left scroll left. Wall of stone could actually be productive here. Won't be doing it, but it could be. I'm thinking it'll still be Sleet Storm. Use a flight potion. I'll have a Mage Hand pop a haste Spore Grenade. Yeah.
Our enemies still draw breath.
You're here. Good. Very well. I need you to stay here. Good. Hit Oak. It's ready.
The way that worked out, I am not top of the turn order. Interesting. I think that's fine though. As long as those shadows don't get to go before me. But on the off chance that's a possibility. Get you in. Jake. Hey, I'd like to take my turn. No? Okay.
Let me strike.
That's gonna be a problem. Maybe overkill. Don't care.
fresh orders?
Great check.
My victims await.
That's a lot happening over there.
Yes.
To buy that smoke powder arrow that I meant to buy. Hey, you're alive now. I'll just kill you again because of that. Annoying. Job method.
Gith warriors? Some must have fallen to the curse.
Nothing crazy. A lot of Crusader's Mantle happening over there. Ooh, 2 wraiths with 111. That's not great. ice skating lessons with Minty. Not a solo Death Domain cleric playthrough. Most of my will playthrough I did recently was Death Domain, so check that one out. In Act 3, I was 11 death, 1 hexblade. Before that, it was a lot of 1 death for Reaper, but like all I was really getting from the sorcerer levels was just being able to scale up my charisma instead. The same build would work, going off of wisdom.
On your command.
Is the portal still on 4 turns? 3 turns still? I'm gonna have to kill everything. It's not counting correctly. Alright. Fine.
Your command.
Ice Storm would be perfect here, but I don't believe I have one. Yeah, rigged graveyard, let's do that. That's juicy. Another 4th level. Actually, just mostly concerned about that one. And one of you two.
Unleash me. I thirst for combat.
See how this goes. Red graveyard, nice. Oh, got rid of the ice though. Don't love that part. Make it work. Okay, they didn't get to move that far. Provided you make it maybe there, then I can multi-bomb. Perfect. They grouped up well. Except you.
I can sense Halsin. We just have to buy him a little more time.
Crusader's Mantle goes on Retaliation. Neat. Yeah, for whatever reason, my timer is 1 turn off. I guess it's because the combat started 1 turn before I got into it. I'm wondering if it'll actually still end 1 turn early. Ultimately, doesn't matter, but curiosity. Gonna send magic missiles and shovel, but easier if I do this. By that I mean this. By that I mean this.
Yes.
Hey man, how are you? Come on, correct me. Hello, good to see you. Kill all the enemies, just get a cake and confetti should rain from the heavens. I agree. Okay, shovel worked as a stun grenade there. That brittle multi-attack. Love to see it.
Your command.
Now for you. Fund, too dark. Bludgeoning, Thundervolm. There, got him.
Let me strike.
It's done, but no. Come see us.
That was a lot. Clean. GG. Thank you.
The way is clear.
Yeah, Sleet Storm was absolutely the right call over Wall of Fire. Because they have more HP than in vanilla. Killing them is much harder than just slowing them. Date is happy. Good. Now... One Hill Giant.
Death comes for them.
Put Dam in here.
Our enemies are everywhere. None will find me. I thirst for combat.
It's unfortunate.
On your command.
Saved? You're at 1? Really?
I don't think I'll ever look at an ox quite the same.
Good job, Minty. Good job, Water Ellie. Let's put Damon back.
Just when I think I've seen it all, at least it's dead now.
Now you die.
Gods above and devil. Using something that's already fabricated is there. Ugh. Just when I think
Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's dead now. They're kissing! They're in love! Right. Okay, 2.7k. The Oliver fight could get real fucked up real quick. I want to be more awake for that. So what can I do that's less commitment? Still some Moonrise stuff, but I don't think that's really less commitment. Cloaker? Yeah, Cloaker's reasonable enough. go this way because I'm just not sure how the summon's gonna handle the sneaking. Oh, the summon has hide. So it would be fine, but well, I'm already here. So I used up my 4th level spell slots. Still have my 5th. We'll prep Peg here.
Our enemies are everywhere.
This will be a psychic res fight. Shadow Blade. Supposed to buy Whispering Promise a while ago. I forgot. How did my concentration break? Unequipping the Shadow Blade breaks your concentration? Okay. Sure.
Who's next?
Peg real quick was my... Oh, okay. Proud of you.
By my oath.
Death comes quietly.
Keep you there.
I see a path.
It's probably worth a Blade Song charge. What timer do you find out there? People in Kethric's throne room, or can you take a few long rests? There's no timer there. Superman, you're good. The timer starts if you trigger the cutscene, and then Minthara goes down to the prison. At that point, if you long rest, she dies.
From silence to suffering. Oloth dos.
Jen. I like that solution. It's just that easy. Gaping Wounds, auto crit, Scorching Ray.
At once.
You didn't like that solution? Oh, I was supposed to waypoint abduct the cloaker somewhere. I already forgot. Damn it. I'll have to do that another run. Now that I have the Mighty Cloth. Grab Sorrow from Shart.
If it is for the best. I live for battle. Brawn. Yes. Without warning.
You can do that? Yeah, Thorn Whip is a guaranteed pull as long as the attack hits. So, Thorn Whip. Being invisible and having a good casting stat plus 3 stacks of Arcane Acuity made my chance to hit with favorable beginnings equal to 99%. So, five Wall of Fire scrolls. Ooh. We get nasty with it. Resistance to elemental damage. Are bombs an element? Yeah, are bombs an element?
Onward.
How cursed is it to have all 3 casting stats on one build? Not that cursed. I don't think it's even that uncommon to have 2. How much XP is the expiration point? Will snags by surviving the gate fight? Depends on your level. It's a tier 1, so it scales with your level. Like, it'll be 5 XP if you get it at level 1, 10 if you get it at level 2. It'll be 260 if you got it at level 10, so it really depends. At level 4, is it 40? 50? Something around there. I tend to get it at 4. skip the fight until 4? I don't. If Will dies, he can't take the exploration spot. So you just ensure Will dies in the fight. The goblins got him? Yeah, the goblins got him. It was a tragedy. Nothing could have been done. Level 10 cantrip's gonna be nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, you are willing to go in here. I wasn't sure you were. Today I learned. 3 on 2d10. I see. Trying to figure out the value of that XP versus the value of the inspiration. 25 XP for Lae'zel. So getting that inspiration for Lae'zel is very difficult, but if you do manage to get it, it's XP for her as opposed to XP for everyone else. But you do get an inspo point that you can spend. So if you're not overstocking your inspo early, there's value in that. If it's looking like you are going to get the inspo, then just walk through the XP spot before Will can. You're most likely level 2 at that point, so you'll get 10 XP, but 10 is still more than 0. It's an unexplored spot. Is that just this arena? Okay. Unexplored spots make me nervous with my current installation. What could I do next? Eagles? Kobolds, eagles. Let's do that. Oh, it's been almost 12 hours. I did not even realize. I'm hyperfixating again. This is life now. Putting in the Zathis because of chunk. Eagles. I eat? Yeah, I had some Chinese food. The Mighty Cloth means I can't be moved. Free action means I can't be ensnared. I should probably do Amulet of the Unworthy. Hey Zach, thank you for the gifted sub to the community. Much appreciated. Thank you as always.
She's just a girl and she's on
Yeah, this will be
fire.
the setup,
There you
and
go, Quag.
we'll cool blades thing.
Advancing.
Hyper fixating, good luck, brother. This is life, I gotta support. Thank you. Going for a big combo there, GG?
Unleash me.
Can see how many people are in the combo. Oh, never mind, I can't. It's been replaced with animals.
It's screeching for help.
Ready for battle. My victims await.
Thank you for the level 4 combo. Very kind, Zach and Gigi. Huge crit. Water elemental goes so hard. I don't think I ever need to blade sync. That eagle looks so cool. Oh, it's also got a bomb? Yeah, save Gale. on. Eagle Gape. Eagle Gape. Nope. Didn't mean to hit myself with that, but that's fine. He's blading, it's singing, it's singing. That call-out joke is so stupid, I love it so much. Huge. Water Elements is so good. Ow. When I'm fighting something like Merkel, I gotta remember to
Let us
keep Harmonic on.
gaining ground. Yes.
Take. He's pawing air. He's considering options. Hold on. Failing perception there sucks. Two eagles there. Do have an ankle. Back and forth and making climax an in-combat requirement. I think I don't mind it being out of combat considering how limited your duration is. Like, it is a free action, so it's not like you need to pop it before combat most of the time to get value out of it. But I do like that for some combats the play is like blade sing and then start, so that you get benefits of charge generation on your first turn if that's relevant to you, or for things like that fucking duelist guy where beating his initiative isn't realistic, so I go in fully buffed before I lose control of my character. But that's Blade Song itself rather than Climax. I guess my interest in Blade Song Climax being available outside of combat is getting to just use that heal. Yeah, that's fair, Grim. That's fair. It creates incentive for making your climax the end of the combat. Like, if you want to get that heal off before you lose the opportunity, you make that your final blow. That creates a gameplay loop. There's still one eagle. Probably shifted, see how it feels for you. Triumph's value is already very strong if utilized. Yeah, it is. Ooh, illuminated. Oh no, you evasive footwork. Ow. Well, that hurt. Point 4. Right into faith there. Alright, we're back to I don't trust territory. Oh, there's a spot that I'm sure the mod put something.
Quiet
or at
as a
least
cloaker.
that's what I
path
would
is
do.
set.
Let's see. Let's see.
The shadows are my friend.
No, I would have put something up here. There's just a weirdly placed Revivify scroll and a chest.
At your command.
But I would place something. I can go talk to the Blue Jay now.
There can be no respite.
At least 14 strength jumps aren't that bad.
I've got nothing. Steel. Oh, short eagles. When I.
Got him.
Anything of value?
There's still the hatchery, Gith. Still Tharizdun's office. I'm so conflicted on do I want to engage the office right now. I have a cloud kill. She's got fear. Duty stack hold person. Cloud kill for the group. Oil of combustion from that. That's the play.
Our enemies still draw breath.
This group's not going to go down as easy unless I manage to get them all in one, and I don't think I will.
Veiled in shadow.
Did that much right. They are not surprised. Fireball sucks. Do I have a fireball scroll? I can just throw at them, get rid of it. No? Sad.
Understood. My victims await. Now, if you insist.
You know they nerfed the Psycho AoE and Bone Spike Helm? I think it's been bugged for a while, Trade. I don't remember quite what it is, but it's not actually... It doesn't... Like, they always take half? Is that it? What is it? There's something about the damage that's not correct. It's escaping me what it is. The save for half's a lie. Yeah, it's been like that for some time. Wasn't patch 8 that did it. I'm not even sure it was patch 7 that did it. Maybe it was always like that. Couldn't tell you. didn't care? Why not? If we take those, but huh?
Yes.
I'm using these speed pots very freely. Should've done this first. Doing things in all sort of questionable orders. It's fine. I don't think you have a line for my thing. You might now. We counterspell that. I want to make sure my concentration stays.
On your command.
Three there, 14 there. Certainly not bad.
Fresh orders?
I'll be able to target this turn, but I think it'll be fine.
Ready for battle. Well, that's dealt with. But she wasn't the one pulling the strings here.
Okay.
Out of my way.
Some more resources expended. A couple of crits, but we prepped well enough. Used a lot of speed pots there. Okay, but I've been sitting on them the whole run, so like, why not? want the amulet that's in Wargaz's room. Like, I'm so close to level 10, I may as well just get 10 before hitting that exploration spot. Be a waste if I didn't.
Recover your strength.
Taking the time for a dedicated crafter is huge. Yeah, the value is incredible. Like, if you use a dedicated crafter, even just for the guaranteed mats for speed pots you get from all the null corpses in Act 1, even just off of that, for most runs, you're set for most of the game, unless you start using them in every fight or looping them. It just basically all you need. Hey, Jake. Alright, I'm gonna go kiss girl. I'll be right back. Then we'll hit level 10, and maybe we'll fight with Wargas and stuff. Oh, Kara, thank you for the 8 months. I'll be right back.
She's just a girl and she's on fire. There you go, Quag.
IDK why this didn't show up earlier in the day, but oh well. Happy Pride Month, Quag Pride. Thank you again for the 8 months, Kara. Twitch resub messages are weird. Sometimes it's not even remotely related to the time zone of you or the person who's streaming or the platform. I don't know what it does. But thank you so much, and happy Pride.
Intriguing.
It occurs to me that I should have had friendly skellies on for more of the game, because if I got a gilded skelly, the way the gilded skelly works is you get it on your side after the combat ends, then you fight it. And that's quite a fight. And also very rewarding. But, you know, fighting gilded skelly solo is kind of insane. Because if it turns me to gold, that's the run. And it can turn me to gold by me walking by it.
Do we have a target?
It's rather dark down here, Russ.
Second half of stream. Holy shit. I want to hit level 10 and then do like maybe one more fight. But we're closing in on that level. Mishka?
We should have minions for such tasks.
Level 10 of my heart. Aw. That's very sweet of you.
Got here just in time for second half. Yeah, little Rice.
Unseen, I shall strike.
It has been a very productive day.
None will find me. Oloth dos. Grimishkas, better be careful with any magic.
What's happening with the kobolds down there? Why am I seeing difficult terrain pop-ups? Monka. Part 1 of yesterday's VOD still processing. Ugh. Oh yeah, sorry for the whole 26 hours of VODs in 2 days thing. Whoops.
I thirst for combat.
Pretty sure I found the rare leak occurring for out-of-combat processing. Ooh. Love to see that caught. Yeah, this is an interaction I haven't done much of recently, but I'm a big fan of it. If you have the water elemental use its breath weapon on a burning target, they have to pass a, I think it's DC 16, yeah, it just showed DC 16 con save, or they get thunder and bludgeoning vulnerability and a cold dot on them for 3 turns. Pretty fun to do on like a monk run. It's obvious, a lot of bludgeoning.
Let me strike. Yes.
Stay.
Your command.
Not sure where the game thought I was there, but okay. Up, down. If I min-max VOD upload by cutting long VODs exactly in the middle to minimize processing time for each one. Galaxy brained.
It is ours. What have we here?
48.
On my way.
Claim a couple exploration spots to get there, but I want to do that. Got Fowler Shriek. Could be fun. Stuff.
Fire could be explosive.
Okay, that took a bit. Need a vibe game. I can just play music and play, not as intense as Borderlands, not as boring as Minecraft. You ever try Balatro, Irish?
A bold maneuver.
Isn't that a card game? Kind of. It's a roguelike. So if you like the the isolated nature of a run that you get in something like Hades, something like Risk of Rain, it's that. It's that in like a deck building sort of format. You play poker hands to get your score, but like you get jokers that have different effects. You can do different combos, different kinds of builds, and you can affect what's in your deck over the course of a run. You can pick it up pretty quickly. It's intuitive, but it's a lot of fun and it's very chill. It's one of my off-stream things. Like if I'm watching someone stream, I'm probably just playing Balatro on the other monitor. What's with the T-posing Jin? Still there. Oh, no, there he is. Right, I forgot I killed him here. Yeah, they don't have a lay there dead animation. Yeah, he spawned there and killed him there. Yeah. He hasn't recovered. He hasn't gotten over it. You ran back into that. I see. Thinking more of a game with big rolls like the Lost in. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not really playing anything like that right now. Maybe when the new Pokemon game comes out, that I could fit that bill. There's my level. Bill pre-order. Yeah, I don't really pre-order things much these days. Been burned too many times. You know.
On your command.
I was trying to avoid that, but I'm good at stuffing things. Don't take place in a single city. A single city can be pretty big. Cyberpunk takes place in a single city. No, some surrounding area, but not much. GTA 5 is a single city. People have been playing and modding that game. And it's been getting new content, and it's been re-released constantly for, what, 13 years now? 12 years? Don't get me wrong, it's Nintendo, so I'm not expecting anything crazy, but that kind of setting doesn't necessarily mean the open world isn't going to be big. Oh, you know, I forgot. I have 14 strength. I can't do fun stuff. Kevin, what are you doing? The boy's still going?
I believe there's a Kevin near
Just a little bit long. Kevin, come here. Okay. We did it, Joe. Level 10. Song of Defense. When you take damage during your Blade Song, you can expend a spell slot to subtract 5 damage per spell slot. Upon use, gain a Blade Song damage charge and Blade Song healing charge. So this is the final class feature. The remaining 2 levels are just, you know, level 11 is 6th level spellcasting. You get to select from the 6th level wizard list. Level 12 is additional feat. So the final build, I likely end up dipping for those 2 levels. Part of me wants to do 2 stars, part of me wants to do 1 death, and 1 something. 1 death, 1 hexblade wouldn't be the craziest thing. I don't really want to scale my weapon off charisma, you know. One barbarian could be something. Yeah, maybe we end up going 10 Bladesinger, 1 Death Cleric, 1 Barbarian. Reason I'm thinking Barbarian is unarmored defense. That unarmored defense is actually worthwhile because while blade singing, you get more con. I get my int modifier added to my con. So let's say I have 14 con. And let's say we're in Act 3 where I likely have 20 int. I'm adding 5 to my AC and then 5 to my con. Then if I'm a barbarian, that con gets added to my AC. So I'm adding 10 AC from clicking Blade Song. That would be eating into... I believe that doesn't stack with mage armor. So it'd be more like adding 7. And then when not blade singing, still come out ahead. And if I do have the Absolute Wrath clothing by that point, I get another 5 con from that. Yeah, most likely be 10 Bladesinger, 1 Death Cleric, 1 Barbarian, but the Death Cleric level is negotiable. The rationale behind Death was a Reaper. Just good action economy. Also, I got martial weapon proficiency, shields, medium armor, all that stuff. Useful cantrips. It's not a terrible idea. Discord's decided to give me an entire day of notifications on my phone. We're taking Acid Splash. It's by far the most desirable remaining offensive cantrip here. Though True Strike is kind of interesting. Situationally. If I were multiing with Rogue, that would make sense. How many cantrips? This many. Thick Hold Monster, because I'm going to want to know it when I get 6th level casting, because Dade's discovery that we can send both targets of 6th level Hold Monster at one person is useful. That's sick? Yeah. Witch Bolt from this slot wouldn't be the craziest idea, but I do already have Chromatic Orb. Maybe with Song of Grace. Still a decent click. Slow is also interesting because I can do slow and throw as a combo. Or throw and slow, I should say. Throw someone on the ground. They have disadvantage on dex saves while they're prone. Hit them with slow. Magic Weapon Upcast is nice for when I'm trying to put the hurt on something, but... Let's go with slow. Yeah, throw. Maybe it'll work, you know? Maybe I'm coping, but maybe it'll work. In terms of prep spells, it's also prep Black Tentacles. Take off Hold Person for the moment. I do kind of like the idea of blindness, but likely not the best idea. It's very loaded on having 4th level spells prepared, but those just have so much value. We did get revenge against that enemy levels race. That. Okay. Good stopping point, I think. We hit level 10. So next time I do this run, which will be Monday, Saturday maybe? Probably Saturday, yeah. Yeah, I think Saturday. I don't have plans on Saturday. Well, I might have a family thing. Gotta check my calendar, we'll see. But tomorrow's stream will be continuation of co-op with Danny. Next session of this will be running around cleaning up late Act 2 stuff. There's that big ol' boss fight that I should not tempt fate on, but every time I think about it, I'm like, I want to do it. 2 of the mods that I have on that add extra boss fights in the game happen to add something in the same room. So I want to fight them. But we'll see if I check it out. Let me find someone to raid. See if anyone's on. Thanks for stream. I don't know how you go this long. ADHD. The need to dissociate in a moderately healthy way. Mark is on. We can raid Mark. I missed that. It was blink and you miss it situation, I guess. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. If you got my email, still go for Mark, you know the deal. I think he's still doing necrotic only. Yeah, necrotic damage only. The routing around those single damage type runs is interesting. Certainly gets you thinking about things that you can and can't do differently. Yeah, my brain is shutting down. That's all I got for you. Bye.